not the time for gimmicks. This is a revolutionary movement. If you're piggybacking, it must be for revolutionary work, not for gimmicks. You know better, you should do better. As a consequence of your behavior, Mr. Lewis, Mr. Stevens doesn't want to have anything to do with you anymore. And we ask that you stop calling Andre's mother name in public.
It's not a matter of, I just want going forward then. Going forward, it's simply this. I don't want any association with the gentleman. I really don't want any association with him. And as a member of my management team, I'm asking you respectfully, let him know. Do not call my phone. Do not talk about me. Do not talk about my family. Keep my name out of his mouth.
I will send him something in writing tomorrow.
Send him a detailed email and let him know I want no association with him.
I shall do that.
I am trying to restore my family.
For too long to be doing gimmicks now. We're way behind gimmicks now. This is serious times.
I am tired of it. I am tired of it. And it cannot be that every time him think is a joke. And this is not a season for gibberish and nonsense and malicious intent. It is a season for exposure. A season for renewal and restoration of this country. A rebirth, a renewal.
Yes, Remy, welcome.
And I'm going to say for the final time, Wayne. Say for the final time. I want nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him.
I shall make that clear in writing tomorrow.
Thank you, Wayne. Let me go back to the class.
Alright, speak to you later.
Now, students, happy birthday to Sir Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Who remembers Marcus Garvey's most powerful speech?
Hello, citizens of Africa. I greet you in the name of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Community League of the World. You may ask, what organization is that? It is for me to inform you that the Universal Negro Improvement Association is an organization that seeks to unite into one solid body the 400 million Negroes of the world, within encompassing 50 million Negroes of the United States of America, with a 20 million.
Want to start a business with $100? Over 100 years ago, the Black nationalist movement in America reached an unprecedented level of popularity because of the efforts of the charismatic leader of the Universal Negro Improvement Association, Marcus Garvey. Born in Jamaica, Garvey grew up in poverty. He came to understand race relations through the lens of British colonialism throughout the Caribbean and Latin America. As his thinking matured, he began to formulate a revolutionary social movement. In 1914, he founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, dedicated to uniting all the black people throughout the world. 2 years later, he immigrated to the United States, and his powerful message quickly gained traction.
We want to unite the Negro race in this country. We want every Negro to work for one common object, but of building a nation on his own on the great continent of Africa. for the purpose of bettering our industrial, commercial, educational, social, and political conditions.
He arrives in an era where blacks are still being lynched regularly in the South, around the same time that movies like Birth of a Nation are showing extraordinarily racist depictions of African Americans as monsters. You have really charismatic and dynamic individual, and he's talking about, look, our place is never going to be here in the United States, it's never going to be in Europe, it's going to be in Africa, we need to reclaim Africa. So Garvey is going to be preaching a philosophy of black pride. He's going to come up with a scheme to repatriate to Africa, and he provides a huge sense of hope for millions of African Americans. A centerpiece of Garvey's program was the creation of the Black Star Line, a steamship line launched to transport African Americans who wish to emigrate to Africa. The Black Star Line is this idea that Garvey can buy ships through the support of local African American people, sending in money so you can have a share in the Black Star Line. And these ships were going to take thousands of people back to Africa, to the colony that Garvey was going to establish. His advocacy for black Americans to move back to Africa drew the attention of the United States government, and especially J. Edgar Hoover's Federal Bureau of Investigation, which monitored Garvey's movement, seeking grounds for his arrest and deportation. Garvey was growing too powerful. J. Edgar Hoover is going to hire the first Negro agents to subvert Marcus Garvey. And eventually, they're going to say that he's been committing mail fraud with the Black Star Line scheme. He's eventually tried, arrested, placed in jail in 1925. He's deported in 1927, and he's never allowed to return to the United States. He dies in London in 1940. Garvey's legacy as the father of the modern Back to Africa movement cannot be underestimated. He created the largest popular political movement in the history of black America, and would be an inspiration both to the anti-colonial movement and black nationalist leaders throughout the remainder of the century.
Well, my students, many are not aware about it. Marcus Messiah Garvey is my icon. Today marks 135 years of his existence. Today marks 135 years of his existence. And in his lifetime, he spoke about the empowerment of the black human race. He spoke about black pride. He spoke about the relevance of black unification. He spoke about the importance of togetherness. He spoke about financial empowerment of black people. And many of his philosophies and his teachings have not been yet fulfilled on the basis that black people have never gotten it right. The African National Congress